Hi guys, welcome to Kabash, one of the top currency exchange platform in Africa. In this student investment bootcamp, we'll be looking into how to invest and how to save, how to accumulate wealth as a student when you're in school and when you're done with school. Please click on the subscribe button and like the video. Now, let's get to the video.
And today we'll be looking into the student investment bootcamp. So I know some of us might be looking at okay, how can I actually make some money even before I leave the school? How can I have some particular savings when I leave the school? And how can my money grow? Some of us might be asking questions like this: how can my money grow? How do I even grow my money? Yes, I have this money coming in. Okay, I have this, I have that, but how can I grow this money? Some of us just have some amount of money and we don't know how to actually make this thing grow. All we know is okay, we should just save it and put it in one place, and when we want to use it and this and that and all of that. You understand? And some of us might be okay, how do I start a business? How do I generate wealth for myself? And how do I create the financial freedom for myself? So that is why this bootcamp is here, the Student Investment Bootcamp by Kabash Exchange. We'll be talking about investment, what are savings, how to save right, how do you save your money the right way, how do you invest the right way. Good. So the first thing is how I went from generating 80,000 naira into 100 and almost 140 plus naira in a span of just like sometimes when I was in school, then when I finished school, I had like a lot of money waiting for me when I even finished school. You understand that kind of thing. So in this book, I'm going to be, if you wait to the end of the video, I'm going to be showing us how I actually generated this money in a short amount of time. The first thing we're looking at is what is money. So money is a medium of exchange that symbolizes passive value. So a lot of people have the wrong concept of what money is. They feel like money is the material things, the tangible things you see, the cars, the house, and they kind of confuse what being wealthy and being rich is. You understand, by the money or by the flashy cars and things like that that they have, that people have. But basically, that is not what money is. You understand? Because this in this boot camp, we'll be looking at okay, what are kind of business that students can start. You understand? What are the things that we can do? Because okay, I want to invest. I want to save. I want to invest, but I don't have anything to do to make money for me to even invest or save. Do you understand? So, money is basically it's a means of exchange, a medium of exchange. You understand? It is not I'm like, it is not the money itself, or it's not the paper that you see. So money is an exchange for the value we carry, for the value you have. You understand? It's a means of exchange for the value you carry. So let's take for example, you are done with school. Those people that are working at the end of the month, they get paid. You understand? They are basically getting paid because of the value you have, and the more value you have, the more value you carry, the more money you make. You understand? That's why we have managers, we have directors. The money they pay them are different. So basically, money is just a medium of exchange, and if you can develop yourself, yeah, if you can develop yourself and grow yourself very well, grow the value, add values to yourself, add skills. You understand? If you know how to dabble around skills, if you have different kind of skills, reading, um taking trainings, taking courses and all of that, you have enough skill and you are able to sell that value, definitely money will come in. You understand? So a lot of people, I just want to clear this out before we start, because we're talking about money, investing and all of that. So if you think money is this how will I put, this paper that you see, you are very very wrong. So, and if you are looking for money and you don't have value, there's no way you can get money. So you need to develop yourself, you need to develop the value that you have, you need to find that value that you carry, then develop the value, and that value will eventually bring in money, because it is that value that you have that you will give to the markets, the world markets, then the markets will give you money as a means of exchange. Just like back in the days when they use went to a street by barter, where they use potatoes or they use yam to exchange. They were exchanges. They were just like this paper, these currencies we see. They were just like the exchange. You understand? But if you don't have value, if you don't have what to sell to me, I won't give you money. You understand? I won't give you the exchange. So basically, that is what money is all about. The next thing we'll be talking about is financial freedom. Yeah, some of us be like, I want to, I just want get money, I just want get money, make I just dey
Me, I don't just get stressed. I don't know if you can hear me very well. So we'll just be like, everybody have these thoughts as a student in Nigeria. You will be like, oh, I just want day. I don't want stress at all. Me, I just dey chop my money low key. You understand? Me, I just want to have a financial freedom. You understand? I should not stress myself in future. My family is this, my family is that. So basically, this financial freedom, yeah, that you want, this peace with money that you want is basically having enough income, savings, and investments to live the life you desire without relying on a traditional job. You understand? Financial freedom, I know a lot of us would have heard of it. And if you've not heard of financial freedom, basically, this financial freedom is that state where you don't have to actually work 24/7, wake up by 5 p.m. and go to work and come back from by 9 p.m. and all of that. That's what financial freedom is all about. So basically, financial freedom is having that flexibility with money, like having that flexibility with your life, not stressing yourself, sweating to do this, to do that, just enjoying yourself, your future 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Even if you don't work, you are covered. So in this book, I'll be showing us ways, you understand, I'll be showing us step-by-step process in which we can actually generate wealth. So how do we actually build this financial wealth? You understand? As a student, if you're still in school and you are looking for a way to start building that wealth, you understand? Being wealthy is different from being rich. I'll cover this in our future class. Maybe the next class, I'll talk about this. Being wealthy is different from being rich. You understand? Being wealthy, you have things. You understand? You don't really need to. 10 years from now, you don't need to even think of, I need to do this, I need to do that. You have everything covered. And how do we actually generate this wealth? You understand? That's why I know you notice a lot of wealthy people that we see these days. You hear they have these investments here, they have this here, they have this here. If they want to do this, they can do anything. Why? It's because they have things, they have like a basic structure. They have like this basic structure, this foundation they've built up. Everybody started from small. They built this structure for themselves to the point that they don't need to think about money. They don't need to think of how much they will spend this year. What will my how will I put it? I need to buy this. Okay, you want to buy a phone. Maybe you want to buy a phone now. Then you have to like save, 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 save. No, financial wealth, financial freedom. Basically, you don't need to stress yourself. If you want to, if you have you already have your you already have a, how will I put it, at the point where you have money, and it's like all you need to do is just go in there, take just take a particular sum of money, get what you want, you understand? And the only way you can achieve this is if you build this financial wealth. I hope we all understand. Yeah. And how can we build this financial wealth? Through investment, appreciable assets, common stocks, bonds, and private businesses. So I'll be looking into all of this in this boot camp for everyone. So for today, we'll be looking into investment and common stocks, you understand? So moving on, the first thing we'll be looking at is what? Investments. Investments. I know a lot of people feel like this investment is some people have like the wrong notation about what investment is. Some people think investment is something if you put money today in by Friday you will have double of the money. No, that is a wrong knowledge of what investment actually is. You understand? That's a very wrong knowledge. Having like looking for get rich quick scheme, that those kind of thing, and they call those things investment. Those things are just get rich quick scheme, not actually investment. You understand? But in future videos, I'll be looking into some things and I'll be dissecting this investment more. So, what is actually investment? But before we go into what is investment, I would like to open our mind to something, which is what happens to our money over time by default. The money that you have, you understand, that money that you're spending, that money that you're saving, what actually happens to it? We've noticed that in this world, we notice how money move, we notice that how things get expensive, how things get choking and all of that. What actually happens to this money? This money we're talking about, this paper, this thing, what happens to it? You understand? So before we go into it, I would like to explain the concept of this money. You understand? So your money loses value over time because of what is called inflation. You understand? Because of what is called inflation. So let's take for example, you have 1,000, maybe like let's say 10,000 naira in 2020. You have 10,000 naira in 2020. Do you know that what you can buy with 10,000 naira in 2020 is different from what you can buy with 10,000 naira in 2024? Do you notice that the that 10,000 naira has lost value? I don't know if you've noticed. Yeah, what you can buy, maybe things we buy during 2020, even 2023, things we bought in 2023 for the amount of 10,000 naira, we can't buy for that same amount in 2024 by this time. You understand? So why do our money lose value? So the concept of this money losing value is called what? Inflation. That's what we call inflation. And what is inflation? Inflation is the rate of increase in prices over a period of time. So every year in every country, every year, there's always an increase in inflation of about 2 to 2.5%. You understand? There's always an increase in inflation of about 2 to 2.5%. So that means our money reduces in value of almost 2 to 2.5% every year. You understand? Imagine saving 10,000 naira and you're like, you just keep 10,000 naira under your bed and you're like, no, I don't want to touch this 10,000 naira. I want to save it. And next year, yes, I want to be saving 30,000 naira to like maybe 100,000. Then next year, or maybe next 2 years, I'll be able to buy one. And in next 2 years, maybe you check the car now and the car is, for example, you check the car and the car is, let's say 10,000 naira. I'm sorry, 100,000 naira. For example, let's say the car is 100,000 naira now in 2020. Then you're like, yes, I need to save up, and you're putting the money, you kept the money under your bed. Then in 2023, you go back there and they're telling you that, that this car is no 100,000 naira again, it's now 200,000 naira. And what you can use your 100,000 naira to buy is not of any value. You'll be angry and you'll be surprised. You understand? That is what is happening, and this is called what? Inflation. You understand? And inflation happens every year. You understand? What dollar was saying last year is different from what dollar is saying this year. You understand? And this inflation is bound to happen, and this is what causes the loss in value of your money over time. You understand? This is what causes loss in value of your money over time. So money loses value every time. So the more you think, don't worry, if I keep 10 million naira in my account, I'll be able to, no, I'll be able to buy, maybe I'll be able to buy many things, maybe like 3 years from now. But basically, if you keep that under your bed, 10 million naira, and you expect to buy the same thing you wanted to buy 4 years from now, you will notice that it's a lie. The money would have reduced in value, and that thing would have gotten more expensive. You understand? So this is an example. In 2020, a tin of milk was, I think, 100 naira, yes. And currently, a tin of milk is 700 naira in 2024. When I even heard it, I was like, wow. So 700 naira just from 100 naira. I think we used to buy it from 100 to 150 to 200. We saw how the money was losing value. Money was losing value. 100 naira lost value. If you notice, we don't use 5 naira again. You don't say 5 naira anywhere again. It has lost value. Even 10 naira has lost value. Do you understand? So money loses value over time. So how do we stop money from actually losing value over time? How do we actually stop money from losing value over time? You understand? I know some of us, we do this, some of us save. You understand? A lot of us do save. A lot of us do save, and we save in bank, and bank promises us like 1%. Like they will promise us like 1% interest rate. You understand? Imagine your money loses value in a year, maybe 2.5%, and you are saving maybe 10 million naira, and the interest rate on that money is just 1%. That means you still have minus 1.5%. You understand? That means your money is still even losing value of almost 1.5%. That means you're not even making any money. And the banks make it look like you're actually making money. They will tell you that yes, that will give you 1.5%. That if you save your money, if you save in naira, you save your money now, that yes, it will have this value and all of that. They will give you 1% on every savings, yeah, that you have. And every year this inflation increases. You understand? And you lose money. You understand? And you keep losing money. You understand? And you keep losing money. And the only way we can stop this is if we have a way that we can actually get an interest rate. You understand? Imagine you save 100,000, and at the end of every year, You understand? At the end of every year, you have like a 2.5% interest rate, which matches up with what? Which matches up with the inflation. You understand? Remember, I said inflation is the increase in amount of price and when a particular currency loses value. Do you understand? So imagine you save up like imagine you save like 100,000 naira and you have like an increase in like 2.5 increase, you understand? And when you have that 2.5 increase, the inflation is also 2.5, you understand? You know, when those two things meet, they will cancel themselves out. But now the problem here is the fact that you are not actually making money, but you're actually stopping the inflation. You're actually stopping the inflation from happening to your money. You understand? Let's say your money increases from let's say your money increases from 100,000 naira to probably like 101,000 naira. Then the inflation makes the money lose value of that 1,000 naira, but you still have your what? You still have your what? You still have your 100,000 naira. So how do we actually even make money over time? Yeah, after saving, even most of these apps, most of these that we save, they will tell you, yeah, we'll give you 1% of your money. Or some even say even that 1% is actually less than 1%. Banks will offer like less than 1% interest rate. Some even offer you see 0.1%. And when you save for like 3 years, your money still actually lose value. So how can we actually make money over time? How can we actually even make this money over time? So let's imagine we have a savings account now. Yeah, these savings accounts that give us a return of investment of like 10%. You understand? Let's say we're saving with a particular bank, and this bank now is giving us like an interest. You understand? So I hope you understand the concept of this. Interest is just like the profit you make when you save an amount of money for a particular time. You understand? The money that climbs the money. Yeah, that's a little bit like the money that climbs the money. Because a lot of us use that slang. So just imagine you save in a bank now. Then in a year, you get like 10% return. Imagine saving 100,000 naira in a bank, and at the end of the year, that bank is giving you 110,000 naira. You know that way massive. Even if inflation happened 2.5%, you are still what? You are still making money. You understand? Your money is still growing over time. Your money is growing what? Over time. So let's just imagine if there was something like that. Understand? If there was something like that. So basically, this is where investment actually comes in.
In the next video, we'll be going in depth into the angles we should look from when we want to invest and other aspect of investment. So see you in the next video. Make sure you just click on the subscribe button and like and refer to your friends who you think need the insights on this information. Thank you.